The physical graffiti album cover's got to be one of the best ever created, as far as the artwork involved, the inner sleeves, and just in general the whole concept with the tenement building. And you can see the windows are all die-cut windows. It's kind of like a tenement building during the day and then at night kind of thing. And the record opens from the top rather than the side. Okay, and again, everything is reproduced to the last detail from the original release back in 1973, I believe. So you have the white sleeve that holds the two records, and then the two records are in their own separate cardboard sleeves. And again, inside each cardboard sleeve, I've put white paper sleeves with the poly lining to make sure the records are protected to their fullest. Again, superb pressing. Love this record. It's great. This album here, The Song Remains the Same, is the only one that's not made by Classic Records. I'm not sure if Classic Records even produced any copies of this. Not that I've seen anyway, but you can correct me if I'm wrong about that. This was actually pressed last year by the Warner Music Group. It's a 4-record set as opposed to the original 2-record set that came out in the mid-70s. And what they've done is they've actually added songs to it. The original album had only 9 songs. This one has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 songs. So they've added several songs to the album from the original concert, from the same concert, but songs that never actually made the first album. It's been cleaned up, remastered. The sound quality is incredible. If you remember, the first album had Dazed and Confused, which took up a whole side of an album. It was 27 minutes long on the original album. What they've done here, it's not the best thing in the world, but it does preserve better sound quality. Is they've actually taken that song. It takes the whole side of an album too, but then it takes the half side of another album. So they actually break the song in half. And why this is good is that when you try to squeeze 27 minutes of music onto one side of an album, the sound quality has diminished significantly because the grooves are so close together. Also, the sonic value has decreased as well. You don't get the same volume you would get. And when you're heading towards the end of the album, towards the run-out groove at the end, sound quality is quite distorted. By doing it this way, they've split the song up, spread it over a bigger space, and the sound quality, this is what we're listening to right now, is just fantastic. It's unbelievable. This too comes with, I didn't take the inner sleeves off, or the plastic sleeves off the inside, but it comes with 4 inner sleeves. Here's one. I took the plastic off that one. That's playing right now. And there's another one. So each of the 4 albums has its own cardboard sleeve. And then there's also a full-color booklet. Now, the original album came with a booklet as well. This booklet has got more or less the same information, but also added information too. And from Cameron Crowe, who wrote the liner notes. And he's added extra information last year. I'm not sure if there's more pictures or not. I can't remember what the original album had as far as pictures went. It was quite a long time ago when I owned that one. But it's just a great package all the way around. And this album here is still readily available. There's still lots of copies out there on eBay or in the online record stores. And you can spend anywhere between $40 to $60 for the package. Great investment, I think, because one day I think that will be worth some money. It will become scarce in time. Going back to the next album is the album Presence. Probably the most underrated album of the Zeppelin albums. It's got some cool pictures in there of some people in the 50s or 40s or wherever, and in each picture there's this odd statue that appears in there. So I found this cover to be one of the more interesting covers for Led Zeppelin. And the inner sleeve too is the exact duplicate of the original album. Like, these albums are copied into the exact detail of the original, the album artwork and such, and so forth. This one too is getting to be quite scarce. You probably find that for $40 or $50 sealed in on eBay. This album here is probably the most scarce. I think it is by far the most scarce of the classic record edition of Led Zeppelin albums, In Through the Outdoor. This album is kind of unique in that it is copied to the exact detail of the original. It's got the brown paper bag. It's got the album cover. It looks identical. Inner sleeve again is identical. For those of you who've had parties and spilled beer in your Zeppelin covers, you'll find that on the original albums, if you spill liquid on here, all the colors start to emerge in these pictures on here. Well, I'm not willing to try that or risk it to see whether it works with this, as I want this to stay in mint condition. However, again, another detail that's great with this record. The thing that's kind of unique about this album, though, is that I believe they all are printed with this cover, but if you remember, when these albums came out, there were several different covers that you never knew what cover you were getting because the brown paper bag was over top of it. Well, there's a booklet included in this record that has all the pictures of all the different covers that were used on the In Through the Outdoor album. So this little piece right here is really a great little bonus for this record. And the last time I saw this album available on eBay, somebody was asking over $200 for it in sealed condition. I haven't seen it on eBay for quite a while. I imagine that the price on that's gone up significantly. So I would say this is by far the most valuable of the Led Zeppelin albums that I own. This one here is Led Zeppelin's. It's kind of a compilation album after John Bonham died. Coda. It's got some good songs on here. A lot of the songs were songs that didn't make Into the Outdoor. Others were maybe first takes of songs that were going on other albums. It's a good album. It's not that long. There's only about 17 minutes or 18 minutes aside on each side of the album. Still a good collectible. I would say it's my least favorite of all the Zeppelin albums is this one here. And what is kind of cool about the cover, though, too, like if you have an original pressing of it, it's got an embossed cover. And well, so does this. The green lettering has an embossed feel to it. So basically, that's my Led Zeppelin collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.